Time to bring the bass bird.
Swear I'm going big like a lineman. She want bring the limes in. She wanna pull up to the crib, we can't dine in. Up right away, couldn't even get a vine in. Straight with the money, we aligned in. Tell me how they broke, tryna chime in. Jesus watching over here in diamonds. He the only reason why I do not get violent. Ay, cause he gave me patience. Ay, swear that all makes sense. Ay, when you making bands, can make friends. Cause I know they tryna shit like Ray-Bans. Got a bad little shorty wasting. And I own it, I ain't gotta pay rent. Ay, I know we the ones that ain't them. Pull both hands together and I'm saying amen. Cause I'm going big, going big. Everywhere I go, they know the click. Way too many wins, they know the shit. They was hating, know they sick, acting like they know me. Cause I'm going big, going big. Everywhere I go, they know the click. Way too many wins, they know the shit. They was hating, know they sick, acting like they know me. Cause I'm going big, going bigger. Postmates, how I deliver. My game too cold, made it shiver. But I'm still a hot boy, cool it down, let it simmer. Hey, see him mad, got him bitter. Can't stop the shine with a dimmer. Only what I give her, and she let her call me baby, but I do not need a sitter. See me dip, yeah, I'm saucing. People at the bank see me often. Let the money run, it's a faucet. She gave me the that's a boss it. Took over the game, now we all in. I was down in the chips, then went all in. Throwing up the game, ain't no vomit. Make my mama stop working, that's the promise. Going big, going big. Everywhere I go, they know the click. Way too many wins, they know the shit. They was hating, know they sick, acting like they know me. Cause I'm going big, going big. Everywhere I go, they know the click. Way too many wins, they know the shit. They was hating, know they sick, acting like they know me. Cause I'm
time to bring the bass bird.
Well, Coach, the seating capacity is 65,000 at Ford Field, and we are right around that number today. A good crowd on hand and seemingly ready to go in the Motor City. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Chicago Bears and the Detroit Lions. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line.
Let's go! Let's go!
Set up, 8, read.
Squeeze, double. Tight end left. Hey.
He's got this one complete to Sherfield. call it no gain on the game's first play. And it's second down now.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start, getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
Ready, set.
55, Mike 55. All day, baby, all day.
Hey, seam six, go.
To throw on second down. Nix, Kenny Galladay, the intended receiver, and it's third down.
I think that's a big-time play there because the slant route is really hard to cover because the timing is so quick, but able to see it, diagnose it, and get to the football, that's why he was able to bat it away.
So now an early 3rd and 10 here on their opening drive.
I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you. Big gas. Check nickel. Check nickel.
From the gun, Nix. And that is incomplete. That's a pretty good opening possession defensively.
And you know the goal is to make something of a statement, especially on the road with your first defensive possession, isn't it? Go right out and establish yourselves and let them know this is going to be tough going all game long.
On the return is Cohen. A big kick there. We'll call it 50. Six yards on the punt, and the Bears take over.
At their own 29-yard line.
Here's the first carry for Tariq Cohen. And his first carry, he loses the football. And this one's going to go out of bounds, so no recovery, but on 4th down, a change of possession anyway.
I don't know about you, but I could hear and feel the sigh of relief all the way up here in our booth.
That was palpable. The sideline, the friend there.
No doubt about it. Ball goes over the sideline, able to retain possession, no turnover. I know his coaches are screaming, just hang on to the ball, man.
Check four. Watch safety creeping. Safety. Watch the
First carry now for David Montgomery. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. A Chicago first down there on a gain of 11.
How best to describe that one? I'd say right down Broadway on that run.
A straight ahead running. I think that might be something we see a lot of between the tackles today.
Well, he's enjoying things so far here this afternoon. Sees a crease and bursts through it for a solid game.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Now Montgomery. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
Playing against a 3-4 front is really challenging for offensive linemen because they can do so many different things. But when you're running the football, if you can handle the nose tackle up front and then maybe a guard can slide up to the second level and block a linebacker, that's when you have success running the football.
8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. On 2nd down, Montgomery. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
All right, Brandon, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Off the play fake, Bridgewater. Looking for Perriman there, he's got him. A really good pickup of 28 yards. Well, they're piecing together a nice drive to start this one. Seems pretty scripted and pretty successful so far.
And I think they did it without our help. Because you remember when we sat in the production meeting with them to talk about this, and hey, you know, how are you guys going to come out of the gate? I know I offered my help with a few plays, and they didn't seem to want it.
I didn't offer mine.
You know, you were the smart one. Whatever they're doing, though, it's working really well.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he loses the football a second time. And the Lions have recovered.
Pardon me, you know how often we hear about the red zone, right? From the 20-yard line going in, that's scoring zone, getting points on the board. A lot of teams call from the 10-yard line in the green zone. That's your money zone. He fumbles the ball inside the money zone. You have one job, take care of the ball. That didn't happen.
They'll run for the first time with Johnson. It was Taven Bryan who got him down defensively.
What an advantage having an elite guy in the middle of the defensive line, because not only does he take up the space and let the linebackers run free, but he can also make plays himself, as we just saw there.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
Watch the run. Watch the run.
Go.
Me.
Hey, echo.
Here's 2nd and 8. Hit from behind, and he's going to be driven down. Finding his way home for the sack that time, Taven Bryan. And on that one, the protection just broke down.
You've got to have that leverage, don't you? We always talk about low man wins in the running game for an offensive lineman versus a defensive lineman. It's essentially the same thing in pass protection. Get lower than that defensive lineman so that you can keep your balance and keep him away from your guy trying to throw the football.
Hey, check 24. Watch 24.
Shoot.
On 3rd down, Nix. And that will be incomplete. So it doesn't look like they're going to be able to build off the turnover.
Well, the defense certainly did its part. It got them the football. But you're exactly right. It looks like they're going to have to punt this one away. And it's not a turnover, but doesn't it feel like one after grabbing the momentum with the defensive play?
Yeah, and they had all that momentum after getting the football, and now zapped right back in the other direction. Well, he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Touchdown, Chicago. All told, it's a punt return of 74 yards as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Extra point right down the middle, and it's now a 7-0 game. So after the punt return touchdown, let's see what their opponents can do with this kickoff.
Let's go.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. They've had it twice. They've punted twice. Not the start they were hoping for.
Not at all, and let's face it, every facility we visit, everyone talks about converting on third down, how big that is. In this situation, they've had to punt it away twice, so they're furiously going over things on the sidelines. What do we need to do to pick up a first down and change our momentum?
Second and 6, just inside the 30. From the gun, a run for Johnson. 7 yards there and a first down.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember, the last drive, they went 3 and out.
First and 10 at the 36-yard line.
So from the 36 now, first and 10.
Hey, keep it up, keep it up. Go team, spill.
Now Johnson. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Ready?
55. Right there in the middle. 55.
Watch the out, watch the out.
Looking to throw. Nix firing quickly here, and that's complete. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. It's a gain of 10 for the Lions and a first down.
Recon, 132 fighter.
First and 10 at the 48-yard line.
55. Check.
Ready?
A first down carry here for Johnson. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's second down.
We think, Brandon, I like the intensity this defense is showing right here in these first few drives. They're not just holding the line because they're doing their job, but they're doing more than that, aren't they? They're getting a nice push into the offensive backfield.
And a great example right there for the loss on the tackle.
Come on, set. 90 Wolf. General West. Hit it.
On second down, Johnson. And he's got it across midfield and into Bear territory.
On a second and long, it's really nice to see an offense that has enough confidence to run the football in that situation. I think that goes back to their practice and game planning. They've seen things that they've seen on tape and in previous games that led them to believe that even in a long-distance situation, they can still run the football and gain enough yardage to put themselves in a good spot on third down.
Here we go.
And the Bears in the nickel. No, wait, they're in the dime. 6 DBs out there on third.
Could play an exotic coverage.
5. Here it goes.
Operating from the gun. Nix steps away to his left. And he can't hang on to it. Nearly picked. He's known for his hands defensively, but instead it just brings up fourth down. Here's Matt Weil now as he's on to punt for Detroit. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. And that'll hit in the end zone. Much too much leg there. That'll be a touchback.
At their own 20-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And so close to hitting pay dirt last time, fumbling down near the goal line. Now, how does that affect their psyche this time around?
It's a tester, that's for sure, because to be that close and come away with no points is really disappointing, not just for the guys on offense, but the defensive players, too, who thought, hey, we're going to put some points up and have a little momentum going. They've got to find a way to just get it out of their minds, let it go,
short-term memory,
and move on to the next series.
Operating from the 27 now. Here's 2nd and 3. Bridgewater to throw it. James has got it. Complete. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. That catch good for only a yard, and it'll be 3rd down.
That was an okay hook up there with his tight end, but unfortunately, they didn't get the kind of yards they had hoped for. That's going to bring up 3rd down.
Let's go now. Put your money. Put your money. Hey, let's go. Come back. 66. Pull it back. Jumper.
Bridgewater on 3rd and 2. That is caught. It's Perriman. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. It's an 8-yard pickup and leads to a new set of downs. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. On a jet sweep, this is Johnson. And some space here. A gain of 32 that time.
This is one of those plays that has an equal chance of either being a big gain or a big loss, but with the college influence, we're seeing more of these plays come into the NFL.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Now they'll run it with Cohen. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play there. 2nd down. Nice job there defensively to clamp down because really they've been on their heels this drive.
Agreed, and they really needed that one for confidence, just to feel a little bit better. But I don't know if I would be daunted by them stopping me on one run. This drive has gone pretty well. I could come right back at them.
That is caught at the 7. 2 minutes on the clock, 2nd quarter, 7-0 ball game. A reminder coming up at halftime, we'll head to Orlando. Standing by there, Jonathan Coachman. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL in this 2nd week of the regular season. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop him right around the 1. 5 yards, a good run there, and now 2nd and goal.
When you look at the geography we're staring at, this part of the field, don't you always think of big backs carrying the football, bruisers trying to pound it in? Instead, we look at a little more of a scat back type, and he's trying to make it happen.
Yeah, they went with the elusive, slippery guy. Couldn't get in there, though. They'll run for it with Tariq Cohen, and he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Chicago. Tariq Cohen with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game, as the Bears push further out in front. Point after, right down the middle. And that'll make the score 14-0. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything, at least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. That's to his running back, Kerryon Johnson. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half.
On the ready. Check 3. 218, chop it. Check 13. Check 13. Hey!
Banjo. Banjo. Banjo.
Hey, check my...
They'll try and run for it. Here's Johnson. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a first down. The Lions now going to use the second of their timeouts as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in half number 1.
First and 10 at the 33-yard line.
So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33.
Shit.
Pilot, 64, weak.
Mike 5-5, Mike 55, Mike 5-5.
Hey, Zoo.
It's going to be a long day, offense. It's going to be a long day.
Mike 55, Mike 55.
Zoo. They'll drop the throw. Stepping up, he's going to keep it. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard.
Now, that was not a bad scramble there on first down. He didn't force it, nor did he throw it away. He was able to take off, and now he made it a very manageable 2nd and short.
On the set.
58, Mike.
Let's go, tackle. Let's go. We got this.
Check safety. You go tight. You got tight.
Blue draw Corkers.
Now a fake on the give here as they try to run pass option. This one caught by Crowder. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. First down Lions on a pickup of 13.
We didn't need to ask around the league, but we got to confirm this guy's a good player. They've got to find a way to get him more involved, call a few more plays that target him.
Absolutely, because here we are toward the end of the first half, and that's the first target, not just the first catch, first target. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another first and 10.
Watch the edge.
Go.
Hold.
Hey, orbit.
58, boys. 58. Mike.
5.
Looking to throw. Forced out to his left. And now he's going to use his legs. He's got a first down and more inside the 30. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. Turns out to be a great idea to tuck that one. Good for 24 yards.
First and 10 at the 21-yard line.
Set, ready? 15, lining. 15 line. Now.
On first down, it's Johnson. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. So on third down, the field goal unit will come out as they'll try to get 3 before half. From the left hash, this from 39. And the 10-year vet knocks it through the goalpost. And they will get themselves on the board here at 14-3. Well, not the best first half facing this deficit, but at least they did put 3 on the board before half.
Yeah, it's a little bit like that stormy, cloudy day, and the sun peeks through just for a second. They saw the sun there. They're hoping to see a little bit more of it in the second half.
Good one, boys. Let's go.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Set to resume. Here we go with the second half. The Bears holding the lead and ready to receive the kick. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively.
Let's go.
Once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10.
61, matchbox lights. Hey, Charlie. 951. I got you. Ready.
And here comes throw number 1 for the backup QB. Got an open man. It's Michael Gallup. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
The last play on the completion got them half of what they needed. Now here's a tough 3rd and 5. Back to throw. Bowman. Open man is Miller. He's got it. And it's going to be another first down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 45-yard line. So there on that play, offensively, they ran the crossing route. Defense was in zone coverage. So as a former DB, how tough is it to defend that?
It's really difficult because your natural inclination is to chase the receiver and maybe leave your zone. So you have to have discipline in order to talk to your other coverage guys and let him know that that receiver's crossing from your zone to the next zone. He's coming your way. Make sure you have him. And then when the ball is actually thrown, secure the tackle. When they're moving on crossing routes, if you miss a tackle, it usually results in a big play.
First down, Chicago.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. This is Cohen. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. The tackle made there by Jared Davis. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
Here we go. 18 Gator.
Let's get in there now. Watch the twitch. Watch the twitch. Switch.
6-6. Pull it high. Get it.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Bowman. The screen pass here to Cohen. And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. 6 yards to pick up, and that's a first down. This drive, it's been a good mix. 3 passing plays, 3 runs, hitting on all 3 of those passes, and the last one putting him in the red zone.
So wouldn't you think play action right here? Because you've got the ability and had the ability to run it and throw it. Go play action and take your shot at the end zone.
On the double.
Hey, no, switch the mic right here. We go mic 40.
First down, here's White. And they'll get to him just inside the 15. Even after the strong run we just saw, they're able to corral him quickly defensively.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
Let's go now. 60 outlaw.
Out, here we go. Out.
Shoot.
To throw on second down. Bowman. This is White on the screen. And they're going to lose some on this play. Being knocked back to the 18. And that screen there on second down certainly didn't develop how they had hoped. Is that one they should have even tried, or is that one the quarterback sticks in his pocket?
I think the latter. I like what you said there, because trying it is one thing. We can second guess just about every call. But in this case, when you realize that it's broken down, just throw it at the feet of your intended receiver so that no one can pick it off, right? You don't have the ball tipped up in the air, and you come back and try and pick up the first down on third down. That way you don't lose any yardage.
Well, that last completion certainly not what they were hoping for, as now they'll try to convert on third. He's going to dump that off to his running back, Cohen. And, boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. They'll give him 8 on the play, and that'll bring up fourth down. And no field goal try here from the red zone offense out there. They'll go for it on fourth. They'll try and run for it. And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. A 10-yard touchdown run as the Bears push further out in front. Always important to get the first score of the second half. Now you start to pull away a little bit and get some breathing room going.
And now we find out about the fortitude of the group that's behind, because they were counting on getting into the game a little bit more, right? Maybe they get the first score. That doesn't happen. It looks almost insurmountable, but it's not. Let's see how hard they play the rest of the game.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told, as he's taken down back shy of the 20. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams... script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
Protein spill.
They'll look to throw. That'll be taken in there by Kenny Galladay. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. 11 yards there and a line first down. This quarterback now 4 of 5 since coming on. It's 1st and 10. Now a 10th carry for Johnson. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. First down Lions on a pickup of 13.
Detroit Lions, first down. 1st and 10 at the 43-yard line.
55, Mike, guys, 55.
Hey, high 7.
Mike 55, Mike 55.
No gain on me.
They'll look to throw here on first down. Complete. It's Johnson. It'll be a pickup of just 2, and that'll make it 2nd down.
To carry on Johnson. A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8. at the 46-yard line.
And this will probably be the last play of the quarter. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. On second down now, it's Johnson. And no room to maneuver there. Give him a yard up to the 47. Now third down is looming. A pickup of 2 on first down and just 1 yard there. On third down, he'll drop to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Khalil Mack able to record his 5th sack of the season. A rookie QB struggling, gets thrown down to the ground there. But, you know, maybe this game, it's not over yet, but maybe this game can be a learning experience for him.
So many different things that he has to pick up on. When to go ahead and flush from the pocket and run. When to get rid of the football, not take the sack. When to just go ahead and go down early and make sure you don't fumble the football. So many things that he has to learn. This game starts the process.
It's our time.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Khalil Mack and the Bears are going to get the football back, and they're going to get it in great field position. They'll run on first down. It's Cohen. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
Pilot, 64, weak.
Looking to throw on second down. Bowman got his man there, complete to Gallup. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Mark that down as a pickup of 13, and the Bears have the first.
First down, Bears.
This quarterback now a perfect 6 for 6 since taking over. Can't ask for better than that. 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Bowman. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Darius Slay with a pick. Defensively that time, they were in zone coverage. As a rookie QB, what lesson can you learn there?
Well, understand this. You saw zone in college, and the defensive backs reacted, but they don't react like they do on this level. So when they're in zone and they see the ball coming to them, they'll react at least a half a second faster. You've got to know where you want to go with the ball and be decisive with it. Otherwise, the end result can be something you don't like.
On the ready.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And this offense last time turned it over, went for it on 4th, didn't get it. They're lucky, though, because no points against the team on the board, but we'll see how they respond.
Yeah, they've got to get a lot of credit to their defensive teammates, don't they? They had their backs on that last series, and because they did so, that allows the coach to still stay aggressive on offense and maybe go for it again in a similar situation.
I was going to say, maybe makes that offense feel good when you know you've got a defense making stands like that.
Yeah, that'll loosen up things a little bit, won't it? Maybe you'll play a little bit better the next time you have the ball.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. Dancing to his left. And he's going to keep it here. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. 6 yards there off the scramble, but it'll still leave him with a 3rd down.
They brought the blitz that time, and I thought they were going to get to him, but instead he flipped it on its ear and ended up picking up positive yardage.
I thought he was dead to rights, but you are exactly correct, sir. Able to turn that into a positive gain. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. Well, the two men come together, and it's incomplete. Excellent work defensively, brings up 4th down.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
They failed once in this spot earlier, but the offense will stay out to go for it on 4th down.
You think you gonna get this? Slam, slam, slam. Check 50, check 50.
Bravo.
Check 55 to mine. Check 50.
Ready?
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. Being chased out left. And time finally runs out. He can't get rid of the football, and he's taken down. The Lions turned away on 4th down. And the Bears are going to get the football back, and they're going to get it in great field position.
Here we go. 50, plant.
Come on. Shift.
First down, here's the run with Montgomery. And he'll get it down inside the 20 to the 18-yard line. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3. And when do they start thinking about burning these timeouts? They've got all 3 still defensively.
To me, you have to start right now. Here's the time, and that means you've got to stop them on defense, not give up the yardage, use your timeouts in order to get the ball back and try and score yourself. But now is the time to start using those timeouts.
And keep in mind, it'll also stop the... Got his man, and it's caught for a Chicago touchdown. Brashad Perriman, his first touchdown of the new season as the Bears push further out in front. Extra point splits the uprights, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave them great field position, turned into 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on 4th down, it caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
Stepping up, he's going to keep it. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter.
Here we go. 30 base.
I'm coming.
Recon, 132 fighter.
Check. 36.
Hey, Foxtrot.
58 to mine.
Right on.
He'll drop to throw. And they're going to get him. He's taken down for a sack back at the 47-yard line.
One thing that I liked about this guy during the draft process was his motor. Of course, I loved his skills, but he plays hard on every down.
And that motor on full display there as he gets his first NFL sack. Now, following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. Johnson. And he's got it across midfield and into Bear territory. It'll be a 5-yard pickup there, and it will take us to the 2-minute warning. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Lions in possession of the football as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over.
Mike 55.
Hey, Echo.
Watch the screen.
Echo.
Now whistles and a flag down. Looked like one of the Lions linemen might have moved. So the false start certainly doesn't help matters as they'll try again now. 3rd and long. They'll set up a throw. Pressure, and he's taken down. A Bear sack. Khalil Mack, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. He's looking for another 4-sack game. That's how many he had last week. That's his 3rd.
And when I watch him rush the passer, the thing that always comes to mind for me is how well he uses his hands. The martial arts stuff that a lot of guys do in the offseason to work on those, paying dividends for him. He's getting home in a big way.
Boy, not deterred from those first two failed attempts. They're going to go a third time here on fourth down. Now back to throw. He's going to let it fly. And it's knocked away and incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Bears are going to get the football back, and they're going to get it in great field position.
Set, ready? 10 Lobo. 80 weapon. Snap.
First down, a run with Cullen. And he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask.
Let's go, fellas.
So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense. 1st and 10. A little jet sweep to start the drive. And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. That one looks like he'll throw here. He's going to take a shot for the end zone. And it'll be intercepted. Darius Slay with a pick. That time defensively looked like they showed quite a bit of pressure but backed off, and it proved fruitful. They get the pick.
He went through all of his rules about getting rid of the ball quickly because he read blitz. He saw all those people stacked at the line of scrimmage, and then they fooled him by dropping into coverage. Now he's ready to get rid of the ball fast, but guess what? Too many defenders out there. Exactly as you described, an interception.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Johnson's got it complete. They'll get a dozen there, and the Lions have a first down. Offense for them has been at a premium. You wonder where plays like that have been all game long.
They're thinking the exact same thing themselves, but they're also looking forward now because now these plays are really for next week, trying to get some momentum going.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
61, matchbox lights. Check 49, check 49. Bang, bang. Go.
Running from the gun, Johnson. Big Eddie Goldman there on the tackle. The Lions now going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 seconds to go in the game. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
6-6, bullet high.
Check 26, check 26.
Let's go.
Here's a 2nd and 7. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Offensively, they're going to have to figure this out before next week. 7 sacks in one game.
Yeah, that's more than any quarterback should have to bear. And if this continues on, there will be another quarterback in the game because no one can stand up to this week after week.
The Lions quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 13 seconds left to play. Here's Matt Weil now. He's been one of their few bright spots so far. And he'll go out of bounds after getting this across the 15. 12 yards on the return that time. And there'll be time for maybe one final play before we hit triple zeros. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And they've got this one in hand. No timeouts remaining defensively, so this one should just be one kneel and then handshakes. On first down, it's Cohen, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. So this one in the win column for the Chicago Bears, and they were really helped by their defense, forcing 3 turnovers.
I think what we saw in this one today's defense. And what I mean by that is in the old days, pitching shutouts was big time. That was paramount. But the big thing was holding people down, holding down their yardage, right? Don't let them throw the ball through the air and gain a lot of... But now, it's about taking the ball away. Taking away possessions, getting the ball back for their offense. They had 3 takeaways in this one, and it...